Hi guys, and welcome to another Legend27 stream. You guys haven't noticed, I've been on a little bit of a vacation. I put a little short video the other morning when I was available to you for a second. Sorry I haven't put another one up since then. The game came up with a weird error where it question marked all the things. Like all the different buildings and dragons had a red question mark on them. Apparently it's a known issue, and it just takes time to figure it out. I had to delete the game from my phone, re-download it, re-update it, and then even after that it wasn't enough. I had to update the Google Play app and Google Games and just all the Google apps. I had to update them. There was no other way to get the game working from there. I'm going to go ahead and request to my clan that they come over here and watch me, just like I used to do in Idle Heroes all the time. And I've been thinking about it. I think I'm going to come back to Idle Heroes just for a minute, just to see what people are up to. Go to this link to watch me stream live and in person. That's the only way I'd do it. Before, I used to never do any editing or anything like that. I always used to do them all live. Going forward, I'm hoping to do a couple more live versions, edited versions of my videos. So let's start off with a few of the basics of the game. So in Dragon Mania Legends, it's a basic alchemy game. Think like a weird version of Minecraft almost, like the crafting table, except for with dragons. And who doesn't want a freaking dragon? Dragons are awesome. So yeah. Whoops. Yeah, you can make all kinds of different dragons. I mean, literally, I think there's like almost 1,000 dragons. There's hundreds and hundreds of dragons. Almost 1,000, I think. This is my personal dragon setup. And I want to give you guys some quick pro tips to help you out in the beginning, because videos I watched, they were like, alright, this is the best dragon, and you can wait for that until late game. Other than this one best dragon, here's the one other dragon you can use, and that's pretty much it. Until you get up high level, because they forgot what it was like to be a noob. This account I've only been on for like 38, 39 days. Give me a break on how far behind it is as well, because it wasn't me playing, it was my fiance. And she likes the pretty dragons, and she likes breeding, and she likes doing that stuff, but she's not a competitive player like I am. So, it's a little bit farther behind than I would like to be at 30 days. Normally at 30 days in an account, I would like to already be 30, 60 days. I would already like to be, competitive with the other people in the servers and things like that. I would like to have already had a name for myself out there. Realistically, I've only been playing for 15 to 20 days when I took over this account. Maybe a couple more, a couple less. No less than 15. Probably 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. But, no. So, anyways. So, let's start off with, there's different levels of dragons. There's common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, divine. When you first see this, you're thinking, okay, so common dragons are, just really easy to get. Uncommon, a little bit harder. Rare, a little bit harder. Hold on one second, guys. My dog's freaking out. Or my sister's dog. Hello. Good. Buddy. Come here, buddy. Is he bothering you? He's friendly. He won't hurt you. Sorry about that. So yeah, so we got the common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, divine. When you're going through the game, like I was saying, you know, commons are easier to get uncommons, obviously. But what I've noticed, the biggest thing between, you know, an uncommon, a rare, a legendary, and all that stuff is a little tiny bit of attack. Now, we can come here and we can see, look at the dragons, and you look at an epic dragon, you know, it's going to have, you know, between 59 and 60 attack, or 69 attack, or 70 attack, something like that. Rare is going to have, you know, that's actually a really good rare at 64 attack. But the very small amount of difference in attack early on in the game, like that salamander has 61 and 64 attack, you're like, so what? You know, TP legend, like there's like no attack difference here. The difference between a common and an uncommon is like 10 points. Now that's where they get you. All right. Later on in the game, that 10 points makes a huge difference, because that's not just 10 points. As you level up the dragons, there quickly becomes a huge difference in their strength. For example, here is a common level 10 Shadow Energy Dragon. I forget what its original base attack is, but it's 369. Okay? Let's come over here to a level 10. What is this? This is another common. This is 353. These are just two commons. Now, let me find a level 10 that's a little bit rarer. Alright, here's a level 10 epic. 363. Bad example. That was a weak-ass epic. Let me find a decent level 10. It's a common. 316 on that common. You know. But either way, by level 10, you know, it's like 25% stronger. For that few little attack points difference in the beginning. So, don't be fooled. Go for as high attack power in the beginning as you can. 1 point makes a difference. The difference between 72 and 73 is a huge difference. Another thing is in the very beginning of the game, unlike like Idle Heroes and stuff like that, where you kind of have to pick the way you want to build right away, in this game it gives you a little bit more leeway. In this game, you're forced to have a crap ton of level 30, level 40, or level 30 dragons to be able to upgrade your dragons to the higher levels. So if you start off with one of your guys, and you know, later on in the game you're like mad because he's kind of crappy, it really doesn't matter as much in this game, as long as you don't take him past, you know, 30, 40. Your first beginning, you know, 2 dragons or so, from what I've seen and what I've experienced, are the important ones to get up there a little bit, and then, you know, try to work on getting better dragons. So, you get Prairie Dragon for connecting to Facebook. He's like one of your first dragons. And Spur is also one of your first dragons. I highly suggest using these 2 dragons as your first 2 dragons. Your third dragon should be some kind of healer, or damn it, it really doesn't matter what your third dragon is. My personal third dragon is a healer, but it doesn't really matter. So your first and second dragons, you want to have them pretty up there. Your third dragon, you want to be weaker. Now you're like, dude, why would you want a weaker dragon? Well, because the way the game is set up for like dungeons and things like that, if you have all strong dragons, like you level up all your guys like evenly, they make the dungeon like impossible to beat. So also in like your versus battles and stuff like that, it's just a lot harder when you have more evenly leveled dragons, in my opinion, and a lot of the other videos and guides say the same thing. So first 2 dragons to build up at least to level 40, I would say definitely suggest Prairie and Spur. If you don't get Prairie, if you don't want to connect to Facebook, there is, another dragon that's a rare that you get early on. Trying to remember the name of this guy. Preya is the name. Tribal dragon. Alright, so the important thing is you want to have at least 2 attacking dragons that are pretty high level. All the skills have different abilities. I'll go into those in a different game, the different dragon skills and things like that. For now, I just want to show you guys the basics of the combat system. I wanted to explain some of the early game steps and go from there. But yeah, so very first couple dragons, you want to get Spur leveled up and you want to get Prairie leveled up, and you don't really want to worry about much else. Get as far as you can with those 2 dragons and you're not going to do bad. Definitely in this game, it's definitely a game of resources. Be very wary how you spend your resources. You're seeing all my stuff upgrading now, but that was just a temporary lapse in judgment when I wasted all my gold. But they all the time have events where, you know, you collect more food, you spend more gold, things like that, you get special dragons. I was actually ranked like number 5 and number 6 and just not that long ago in a couple really good events, and I got some cool dragons here. Hold on, let me find them. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find them now. Yeah, I got this guy, Rain Dragon. I got a green guy. Let me see if I can find him. Probably throw him over here. Yeah, this one. And I got Envy Dragon. So when they were having the event, I won in both of them. So that was pretty cool. Another recent win of mine was the Yarn Dragon and Marshmallow Dragon. So if you place high in the events, you get pretty cool dragons as like gifts, basically for free. Don't have any legendaries yet, but it is what it is. Now, so you're probably wondering why I have all these, why I have epic dragons, I have tons of rares, and one of my main dragons that I use is a common. When you look at him, Ceremony Dragon. I call him Spur because that's what the game named him for me. But Ceremony Dragon, like, why would you do that? You know, it costs the same amount of food to level up an epic as it does a common. So the reason is enchantments. You're not going to know about this early on, but later on you will, and that's where I really screwed up because I ended up with a lot of level 20s that I didn't really need. I was using this Lightning Tiger Dragon, you know, a couple other things that I really wouldn't have used if I used Coral Dragon, that I really probably wouldn't have used if I knew what this was, what was going on here. So common dragons are super cheap to get to 4-star enchanted. When you have a 4-star enchanted dragon, there's a huge difference in attack power. I'll show you in my little fight that I'm about to do. So I got 2 minutes to wait for one more energy. I'm purposely holding back, or actually I can do one of these. Alright, so this guy's got an epic, and a rare. And they're not that far behind me, but I'm going to smash them, and I'm going to show you why. So, remember, my Ceremony is level 34, and my Prairie is level 35. But my Ceremony is 4-star enchanted. Okay? You ready for this? 144,000 base attack. With the infection, it also infects everybody else after you've got it mastered. Alright, let's go with normal attack on this guy versus 70,000. So that's double the damage, even though he's a higher level than me, my lower level dragon. It doesn't matter because that enchantment means that much. So 2-element, maybe 3-element common dragons early on in the game are definitely your better bet to be able to boost you through. And to get up to level 30 ain't nothing. You're going to have a ton of level 30s anyways. So if you want to have, you know, 2 or 3 or 3 common dragons, I would not be mad at all about that. I wouldn't even think twice about that. Actually, if I could go back, I wouldn't even raise my prairie. Now that I'm thinking about it, I told you guys to do that because everybody else says get a 3-1. I would probably pick another two type dragon with the ability to do AoE. So I would probably do a fire leaf, and then with the fire leaf dragon, you also have I don't know, we'll go over that another day. When I start my new account, we'll go through like the best pick. And you guys tell me what you think too. Alright. I know you just saw 74,000 damage and you're like, what the heck? The only reason it was 74,000 was because it was a red thing. 200,000 almost, 199 at level 34. That's crazy to me. But I didn't have the right setup there. Alright. Let's go in here. Let's find a level that I haven't 3-starred yet. So one of the big things about this game, another big thing about this game is the campaign actually means something. Unlike Idle Heroes, where it really doesn't matter what you do in the campaign. Alright. So, Ceremony has something called Infection. After I kill a dragon, it actually damages all the other dragon. It poisons all the other dragons. So as early as you can kill a dragon, that's what you want to do in this specific with poison. You want to get your first dragon killed as early as possible. So, that should have been a 3-star. It's bullshit. Alright, so now I'm going to level up real quick. I've used up all my energy. Every time before you level up, keep an eye on your level up here in the top left corner. Every time before you level up, you want to make sure all your energy is used. Things that don't give you that much experience but need to get done, like if you're really close to leveling up and you've got a lot of energy, you can do mines, or you can do hard mode on the heroic mode on the campaign. Heroic mode doesn't take up nearly as much, or give you nearly as much experience, but you need to get through it anyways. So I would definitely suggest that, going through the heroic mode, or taking out mines on the main normal mode to get rid of your energy. Because after, just like every other game, after you level up, everything gets refreshed. So let's go ahead and level up and show you guys what that looks like. Oh crap, I thought I had something else going, so I might not even level up here. No, I'm not going to level up. So I'm going to have to do a second video where I'm leveling up. Oh, gosh darn it. That sucks. So I got to level up 23,000 experience. So, let me set this up. 2, 4, or sorry, 8, 16, 24. So in 1 hour, I'll be able to level up, because I'll just collect the food. So with the farms, they have 2 separate abilities, I guess, or things that are important to you. 1, they give you food that you need to level up your dragons. 2, they give you experience. So yeah, I'm short on cash right now, on gold. Like I said, I spent it all willy-nilly. And the lower levels of the food, it's really quick, really easy to do. Really quick and really cheap. As you get higher, it's less bang for your buck, but you get it quicker. So I've been doing Sweet Root 2 days for, I'll do it. I won't do the multi-plant real quick. It costs 800,000. It takes 2 days. Gives you 50,000 food, 32,000 experience, as you can see. But if you were to do the quick math on, let's say, like Dragon Mania berries, for the same amount of time, you'd spend 60,000 gold in 2 days. You'd get 6,000 food and 2,400 experience. And that's if you hit the 12 hours every 12 hours. That's 4 times. So 6,000 and 2,400 and 60,000 at cost versus 800,000. So this costs 10 times more resources, but it gives you consistent food and experience quicker. So off, do you want speed or do you want, whatever it's called? You guys know what I'm talking about. Speed versus bang for your buck. I always suggest speed. You guys know me. I'm gonna start this farm, but at the end, experience and back at that